I have been so distracted. We're going to continue. It didn't like this move. I didn't either. What I was thinking was, when I made it, I was thinking maybe he could actually sack. And then when I take, he's got this. That's sort of what I saw. Um, I'm interested to know if that's correct. What should his move be? D kills e4. No, it should come down this way. Just put more pressure on. That hangs the pawn. Right. So that's what it is. It hangs the pawn here. So then if I were to take, he can come here. No. I just can't get that back, right? So, well, no, actually it says to take. Hangs this pawn. I see. It wants knight f6. I wonder if it's going to think about that. Yeah, see, this kind of tactic stuff I'm really not adept at. Anyway, SQC, you will see in this game, I did more than hang a pawn. My opponent and I both made a couple blunders, and I happened to win, barely. I'm interested though. So this is the wrong move. It of course is going to show me the right move. Man, I've made this queen to b3 before, and every time I do it, it's wrong. Just fucking wrong. I considered a few things before this. I considered here, getting the queen to d2 maybe. But I didn't like queen d2 because it blocked, the bishop. And puts the queen on this gnarly line for whenever this happens or whatever. Okay, so I made this move. And the reason that's bad, you see it because it hangs a pawn. See, you sack the rook, then you sack the bishop, and you found mate in 9, then you missed the mate 1. Oh no. So can I see that this hangs the pawn? Well, I can obviously see this. Taking. I can't take back this way, but this says it's excellent. It's not the best. This is best. But this is how my mind would think about it. It wants e6 right here. I can see this not being good for a few reasons. Like, my king's exposed. He's got pretty good play. Things are just pressured. And he can build up something, right? You have to take the pawn, you take back with the knight, then bishop takes the knight. Right? And after take back, opponent takes the d-pawn. You mean here? And then right here. I see what you're saying. It doesn't like that. The computer doesn't, but I see what you're saying. And that's the pawn. The computer wants... Which, who gives a shit what the computer wants? The computer wants e6. But here's the other one. Oh no, it says e6 is... Bishop f3 is a move. Computer sucks at the openings. Fair. Anyway, I didn't see any of that shit. Alright. So, I do this. He does that. I'm trying to train my brain to understand. Yeah, I can see it. Obviously, now that I've seen it. And it wants this move instead. Hmm. I will not spend too much time thinking about the computer moves. You say, how old do I think you are? Well, I can give you the answer. Um, Several people have asked this question. They've asked it about me, and they've asked it about themselves, as in me to guess their age. And every single time that's happened, every time, it's because they are very young. Every time. So when someone's like, hey, Bill, how old are you? It's because they're really young. Or if they're like, hey, guess, how old am I? And I'm like, I don't know, 15. And they're like, I'm 8. I'm like, okay. So I'm assuming you are extremely young. That's usually why people say. Smartass, how am I 900 elo? Cause I am not extremely good at chess. What are you like? So how old are you? It is good for me to know. Um, there was one guy. Actually, I don't. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. In fact, I don't care. I'm gonna say you're really young. Um, there's this thing. So with people on the internet, you kind of assume they're about your peer, as in about around about your age. And there's one player who jumped on here, and we were like the whole chat was going, and we were cursing and all kinds of stuff, talking lots and lots of shit. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm 10." Because I was like, "Hey, you should join the Discord." And he's like, "Oh, I can't. My mom and dad won't let me." And I was like, "Your mom and dad won't? Oh, fuck. You're probably super young. Oh." And then here I am saying this shit because I curse like a sailor. He's like, "Yeah, you know, I can't join the Discord." I was like, "Oh, you don't have to join the Discord. It's fine." I was like, where are you from?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna tell you where I'm from." And I was like, why is this guy acting so weird? And then I found out later, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm 10 years old." And I was like, "Oh my god." So you're 13, young. Okay. Yeah, well, you're a teenager. That's pretty young. It's pretty young. 13, you're very, very good at chess. So, hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Um, it's easy to forget when playing chess. You're not 13. Do you consider 13 young? Yeah, I consider 13 extremely young. You'll be a secret age? Cool. Let's see. Didn't like this. I play chess. What's up, man? I just have 3 viewers, but you stream confidently. That's true. That's true. That's my whole thing. Bravado. It is good to see you. You are new to the channel, I'm assuming. This is a game I play chess that I just won. It's been a while since I've won a game. And honestly, as you'll see here in a second, I should not have won. But I did. Okay, it doesn't like this move. Activating the bishop. Thanks, chess.com. I could push. There's a take. No. I really just wanted to develop pieces, is why I did that. Uh, I mean, I could see like here. I could see attacking this way. But I wanted to get castled because I knew like this was gonna come at some point. There's probably threats here that I should just deal with first. And the reason that I thought that e4 was a bad move is because of this. Like if there's a take here and then the queen gets off, then the knight comes and can start doing stuff. So it's interesting. It wanted this move at one point. You say bishop d3 is okay too? Just to protect this pawn again. You say getting engaged. You're getting engaged? Oh, you mean engaged with this? Sorry, I thought you meant like to get married. Buck Mud was shaking, man. You don't like e4, but it's popular, man. It's not a punk enough opening for me. Dude, e4 is for like bitches. Buck Mud, what are you doing awake? It's early. What is the next move? My move was here. It said it was good. This is the move that SQC said. It doesn't like that. It says it's inaccuracy. It says it's leading to losing a pawn, by the way. E4 is for squares, man. I use H8 only. Yeah, I considered pushing. It doesn't like that either. Computer hates everything. There's that, which loses the queen. I bet it wants this. I'm going to try that really quick just to appease the computer. Nope. It says it's just good. Interesting. I wonder if H3 to boot the bishop. Maybe queen comes here. It just helps him develop, right? Taking was kind of on my mind. Taking on my mind, motherfucker. This, and then the kings are open. He's got to make a decision there. But it does it seems just bad. If I go h3, let's say he takes finally. If I come back over here, he's got this, and that doesn't look good. If I do this, my king side's wrecked. Right? Because it'd be boom, boom, and there with the pawns. You think taking is good? Oh. Oh, did I put e3 instead of d3? Oh, shit. That's my bad. Bishop d3 over here. So it says it's good. So taking. Hey! Taking's the way. Look at all these bad moves coming up. You ready for this? No, bro, the bishop. I know, man. All right. Boom, boom, boom. We do all this. We just take all. It's so bad. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? This is how the actual game went. Now, in my defense, I was very distracted. I was getting calls. The cat was meowing. The dog was barking. My legs fell off. Look at these blunders coming up. I do want to know what is the best move here. Okay, so I take, right, because why wouldn't you take? I'm up a pawn. I was thinking I can't defend the knight, so I'm going to pop back and defend the bishop. That was the idea. I could come down this some way. But then I lose this pawn. I guess I lose the pawn no matter what. SQC dog barking. No, SQC, I'm not talking about you at all. Yeah, Madav was here. That was when I first started. I was distracted as fuck. If you can't see it right now because I'm literally live streaming, but dude, it was intense. Your knight c3 is good move. Well, I say it because it says it's just good. Instead of the best. You say bishop f4. This is the bishop, that's f4. I see. Oh, so bishop f4 takes and then gets out of dodge, or if he takes here, take there and prevent a castle. He could castle this way and put pressure that way though, right? Let's see what happens. What does the computer think about this move? Shit is delicious. Oh shit, bishop f4 is amazing. Nice. Wait, bishop c4 or bishop f4? This says inaccuracy. It wants the knight to get took. You know what? Fuck the computer. Knight e3 I think is best. Down here. Still loses the pawn. Right? No, it doesn't lose the pawn, what I'm thinking about. Because he's pinned. Yeah, it says that's good. So it wants that knight taken care of. I guess the idea, I mean, I was hoping like of these potentialities, but that's not going to happen with this bishop here. This is definitely a moment, I mean, I was all over the place in the game, but just looking at it, I had the thought in the moment, obviously, to take the knight. Then I was like, okay, well, he comes this way, right? I guess that gives me time. How do you follow up? I guess there's a push here with the pawn then. Is that what it is? And then he loses something maybe. Here. Check. I guess he loses the pawn. Or he just takes with the king. Like, fuck you. The king comes out with his big swinging like stick. And now it wants bishop e3. Boom, to get the pawn going. So maybe you threaten here or something. Nope. Get the rooks involved. Okay. Let's go back to the review. This is what was actually played. I pulled back. Came back over here to guard the pawn. He attacks. I get my bishop on e3. Attacks. I'm like, right on. I'm going to come all the way back here. Cha. And he gives up a knight. Right? So at this point, I've got 2.5 minutes. He has nearly 7. I'm thinking I may be in an okay position. Strong. I'm dying. I was wrong. The bishop, the knight was there for the taking. Thank you. Don't inhale water. Hey, I got checked. One of the best moves. Are you ready for this? Whoo! That'll wake you up in the morning. Or kill you. So I block it. With my knight. Now, I don't know. I was probably really paying attention. I was like, I could move my bishop. See, I wanted a castle. Because I thought that was a good move to castle. Apparently, castling is a blunder. I know I could move the king. But where to move the king? Maybe here? I don't know. This open file looks a little gnarly. Maybe this guy comes back. Cha. Where to move the king? He could charge at the bishop. That won't work. Coming here, coming here. What feels better is something like this. But it's still gnarly because then I lose the pawn with temple and the bishop. So this don't work. Coming here, still, same thing happens. And I think that's what actually happened in the game. Yeah. So the king move has got to be it. Do I go king f1 or d1? I mean, both sides are blown open. Blown open. I'm thinking f1. What do you guys think? Move the king to the king side. Knight block, lose pawn. Boof. Yeah, knight or bishop loses the pawn, I think, right? So king f1 is best. King d1, what happens? Is that a blunder? I'm interested to know if that one move is, like, shit-tastic. Actually, it says just moving the king is good. Yeah, moving the king is the way. Because if you come here, this is still pinned. And you can still do that. And then what actually happened in the game as well. So the king move was good. Didn't do that. Thought about it. Didn't do it. I can explain. I was thinking incorrectly. Fine. But it looked kind of cool, and I really like castling queenside, man. I mean, if it's an en passant, if it's an en passant, you kind of have to do it just to do it. I know you guys don't think so, but to en passant someone, that's how we say it in Kentucky. En passant, to en passant someone, it's tantamount to like when you're playing soccer or football in your case, and you kick the ball between their legs. Even if it goes out of bounds, it's hilarious. En passant is the most powerful and respected move in any game anywhere. It's true. And in tournaments, when you do an en passant, one, you have to say it. You have to say en passant, like that. If you want to get flowery, you say s'il vous plaît, or s'il te plaît, s'il te plaît. You stand up with gusto and do the attack. pepper thing, and that's the proper way of doing it. Absolutely right about it. En passant feels good. It does. It does. Anytime. I've resisted once, twice maybe. I also lose a lot of games. Okay, so my idea here was to rook this knight. Yeah. Because I hate bishops. See? Even my own. I don't like pawns, and I don't like bishops, so they can all go. Pretty much anything of that shape. Okay. Which one does he take? Does he take one? Hey! Irony. That bishop is in the same spot, f5, as his knight was. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe his knight was on a g5. Regardless, it is kind of funny. SQC, you don't give a shit about en passant? Are you kidding? What about the mighty fianchetto? I mean, don't you have a favorite move? En passant's good. En passant's the best. You're telling me if you get the chance to en passant, I'm going to stop saying en passant, to en passant, like you think strategically about it? What? Tonight's episode is brought to us by Frank's Red Hotters. It's not really. This is just on my desk. Anecdotes. Okay, so I make this fucking stupid move, which then loses my bishop. This would have been a better move. Right. I was worried about the fork. There ain't going to be a fork with this bishop. Right? Or there'd be a trade. So, like, for example, if I did this, and then he did that. He wouldn't do that. Take, boom, and then come here. I don't know. He's going to lose a knight. Right? Anyway. Okay, so I do all this stuff. I castle, I get my deal, and now I make another blunder. That's a blunder. Right, because I'm gonna lose a pawn, right? I was thinking he was gonna take out the bishop, and then I was gonna lose this pawn, and then this pawn, and that's just kind of the end of the game. One might think. So the idea here is come here, attack the bishop, which is what I was trying to do, but also guard the pawn or the bishop. The reason I didn't do this is because I feared. I was afraid for a moment of this move. I was thinking if I come here, he's going to come here. And apparently that means I'm winning. Check. He moves. He takes. Take. That's a blunder. I like blunders. Is it better if you get more question marks? No? I guess this is also threatening that. So, there's a check, right? Yeah. So he checks. Okay. I did see that threat, and I was afraid of getting pinned here. I have one move. This would not be good. That would be stupid. I could come back here, but that would be bad. So the king's got to go to B1. Okay. Well, uh, with my reptilian brain, I didn't think this was a good position. Um, the computer, uh, the computer says otherwise. Free bishop? Well, it's not because I'm in check, right? You say, yes, of course you do sometimes. If en passant is not good move, you don't play it. I mean, but that's what I'm saying is en passant is kind of always a good move. Just try it out. Try it out in your tournaments. You have to say it, though. That's how you get the power of it. Like they make the move and you're like, en passant. Try it. Once. And they'll be like, oh my God. Oh. See, it's a mind game, right? It's not just about the tactics on the board, y'all. Sometimes you got to get into the players, your enemies, your opponent. You got to get in your enemy's mind, in the thick of it. And nothing is more degrading. Nothing? Very little is more degrading than en passant. And you do it, and it's a losing move, and they're just like, what? How? What's, and they looking over the board. Surely there's a reason for that. And you're like, there was a reason. Oh, fuck you. Pretty much you win the moral victory, if not the actual victory. And which one do you really want? You can win, but you lose, or you win. If you don't say it, then the referee will rule against the move. That's right, they should. They slap you too. I say, no, if you play rook d8. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. You're saying that if they played rook d8, I get a free bishop. Right. Indeed. All right, so this is what happened in the... Whoa, did he actually do that in the game? No. So he takes there, I take back. Look at this sexy pawn structure. Got the double pawns and the pawn islands. This is choice. Choice chess. To play against. Not to play the side up. Say wrong, there's an opening where you play en passant and you lose. There's an opening when you play en passant? Really? Well, that's one opening, man. Fair enough. Okay. So I go here. This, it looks bad. It looks bad for the dog. He takes my bishop. I take his knight. He takes my fucking pawn. And I'm like, I feel like I'm losing the game. So I make this dastardly move. This doesn't seem like a great move to me. He then checks. I thought he was going to double up. Better move. The king move. Protects these two guys. More specifically this. Even with a check, I could get out this way. But it seems bad. It seems bad. I came here. He takes. I go there. I was like, I'm losing. Right, he takes, I take back. And now, not a bad move. The best move. The best move I could have made. Best move he could have made. The double attack. So coming here means he can't advance. And I'm still putting pressure on here so the rook can't move. We're going to dance around for a second. Can you guys hear this dog? Can you hear the dog? It's this little lap dog. And it is bonded to a person who is not here. So it is inconsolable. And I can't hate the dog. I like dogs. I like animals. I like dogs. I can't hate the dog, even though he is very annoying. Because we humans did this to the dogs. That dog used to be a wolf. And now he's a lapdog. I can't hate him. But I want to, kind of. Oh my god. So we go on. I move here. Wasn't sure where to go exactly. Should have taken this guy out. I think he's still winning. Also, mind you, you can't hear it good. Bill, how do you even win this game? SQC, I told you. This game is ridiculous. Buckmud says, using en passant. Using an en passant. Every time it comes up is not a good idea. You wound me. Yeah, SQC, you ready? You ready for this? So, note, I am down a pawn. There's a 3-on-2 action going, and his king's over there. I got 56 seconds. He has 4.5 minutes. Okay. I am not knocking my opponent at all. Because I shouldn't have won this. Okay, here we go. He makes this move. It says it's a mistake. You know, he's going after this pawn so he can do his barrel through. Sure. Should have come here, taken, and just come down, right? This is a missed opportunity, y'all. I didn't want him to take my pawn, but then he could come over here and do his thing, which is what I think he does. He does. Coming down this way means he can check as well as do this. You can get behind the pawn. Missed opportunity. Should have come here. Taking this out. Rock and roll. I think I didn't move there because I was thinking if I go here. So the computer says these moves regardless of your time. And I know myself, I take a long time, which is how I got into this mess of 56 seconds versus 4.5 minutes. So I was like, maybe it's better to do this other thing, but am I going to be able to end game this? Does that matter? It was the thought process. I was thinking, I don't want to lose this fucking pawn. Or that pawn. Okay, so if I come this way, because his rook is there and not here, he can't get behind the pawn. Check. Take down this way, and now this guy can come up. Okay, we're going forward. I take the pawn. Interesting. This is one of those positional moves. Move the rook there. It is super advantageous. Lots of squares for the big boy. Big boy. Wow. King can't get out. He can go everywhere. And a plus sign. Okay. I didn't do that. I took his pawn. He took my pawn. And now the chase begins. And it was at this point I was like, I think I actually could win this. But I'm probably not going to. Okay. Boom, boom. Still wants this move right there. I had the right-ish idea. here instead of here. Hold on one moment. All right. So, what now? Don't kill the dog, Bill. Don't do it. I didn't kill the dog. Okay. Say, SQC, we know, but en passant is cool. And we do it anyway. This is true. This is truth. It's possibly the best move. That and Fianchetto, I can't resist. Like, I will Fianchetto. Didn't do it this game. All right. Go, go, go. 36 seconds. Making moves. Check it out. And we do this whole back and forth. I was like, maybe we can just draw. Okay, comes up. I think I make... Hey, I made a great move. Okay, great. Check. Boom, coming downtown. I thought I actually fucked up when I did that. Should have trapped... The king moves. I need to work on my fucking king moves, man. I need to be more aggressive with my king. This is a missed move. I can just lose the game. He didn't see it. I made this move and was like, no. I got 15.4 seconds, y'all. He had 3 minutes. Oh! Ooh. I still thought I was going to lose on time. And I think he did too. I think he was panicking, even with 3 minutes. Maybe he was just distracted, because the beginning of this game was distracted like a motherfucker. Why did I make this move? Why? I don't know if it was a pre-move. I don't know. I just got ahead of myself. Not sure. That's the move. Here's the thing, though. Does he have time to sack the rook and get a queen? Is that possible? I mean, I have 16.6 seconds. Say draw because he has 3 pawn versus a rook. If you see the owner, maybe they would appreciate having a dog walker for a modest fee. Yeah, dude. We're gonna go ahead and rule that one out. I know the owner, and the owner is great, but they're not going to pay for that. Also, they like to walk their dog for a modest fee. Do more in games? No, of course is not. Also, the kids in administration have awoken. Yeah, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you, my dog. Right, so king moves in. This, let's say, take with the king, take with the rook, take with the rook. I'm assuming he makes a... Well, run for it wouldn't work. The game's over. Like, I don't have any time to play this. Thankfully, I used witchcraft and the blood sacrifices of, I don't know, my future in-laws to make this happen. and somehow fucked up again. I mean, come on. Now, my mindset of it was I'm going to protect the pawn, which I could have done like 2 or 3 moves ago and would have been great. I think the idea of king d7, I think, is to prevent the opponent king from getting close. And it restricts the movement of the rook. Yeah. Say, Bill, I should really add your Discord and you can screen the analysis for you. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. The Discord link is in the description of this video. All the good stuff. All the things. The chess club, the Discord, the Twitter, the Instagram, although honestly I do a little bit on Instagram, but not much. I do like travel shit and coffee type stuff because I like coffee. You got the Wizards of Aldur by Welland, Joyce. That's music I play. Intrepid Adventurers. Everything is in the description. I don't know why it says watch me live on Instagram because that's not a thing. Oh, I see. It says that's stupid. It should say Twitch. It's all in the description. Give me just 1 second. That's in all of my videos too. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Twitch. Well, whatever. Oh yeah, I'm also streaming to Twitch. I'm using restream.io to stream to Twitch. There we go. Blah 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 blah. And I can't see the chat because that's how it is. That's how it is, y'all. Okay, so what happened next? I know you're dying to know. You're dying to know. I've got 11.2 seconds. Guys, I have to go through this. I don't win that often. SQC says I'm wrong about this. In all caps. Can I only add you? I can't join the server. Really? Why can you not join the server? Or send me a link or whatever. KD7 because rook e8. Let me see. KD7 because rook e8 is the only move for the rook. Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. I was saying this earlier. Discord is this weird thing. A lot of younger people are not allowed on Discord. But in my mind, like, I don't have the same perspective because Discord, I was an adult when it came out. So I don't really know what Discord is to younger people. I have gotten the idea that it's like kind of a bad place or a potentially bad place. So yeah, you don't need to join the Discord at all. Okay. You say king d7 because the rook e8 is the only move for the rook, okay? Then rook b8. I see. I see. Well, I didn't do that. And I think that's higher level than me. You're saying this. I see. So you're restricting the movement of the rook. So if it goes anywhere else, it's just a queen and it's check. So it moves here to protect. And then b8 here. I see. I see. Although it wants rook c4. to get behind it all. Let's look at rook c or c5 or c4. Rook motherfucker. Rook c4 to get behind, I guess here. Wait, what? So get the queen. What does he do? G7. I guess it just saves the rook, right? Okay. Regardless, I went there, which is a miss. Again, I have 11 seconds, y'all. This is a bad move. Why did I do that? It says it's a mistake. I want to see why it's a mistake. I want to see these moves. Yeah, I guess he can come down and get a queen. But it seems like this, if he checks, I can come there. Oh, I guess he gets the pawn, and then I have a problem. Ha 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 ha. Right, so I should have lost again. But I didn't. So this gets the king out of the way. Okay, this is what happened. Made a mistake. He made a miss. And now there's this. Mind you, I have 7 seconds. What's my Discord username? Oh, Lord. Hold on. Let me find it really fast. I think it's Bill Buncombe. But there's usually a number attached. And I don't see it. Merp, merp. Username copied. Maybe this will work. It's Bill Buncombe. That's for sure. Oh. Yeah, that's it. And if you guys want to add me on Discord, you're welcome to. Yeah, dude. I won in 7 seconds. It was kind of silly. Gaming with Sirab was shaking, man. Hacker? Are you referring to me being a hacker? Don't tell anyone, Sirab. Okay, I am a hacker. I'm a really bad hacker. So I got a queen. This is luck of the draw. Maybe coming down here was better. You are threatening to eventually win a pawn. Let me do retry really quick. What is the proper move here? I just wanted to stop this pawn from absolutely coming down here. Doesn't get that pawn, man. I don't know. I liked my move. Are you going to tell everyone? I know. No, I do some cybersecurity stuff, but I am not a hacker. There was one chess stream. Sarav, I don't know if you were on it or not. I think you were. Where I think it was Aniver. I think. Who was on, and Aniver's another subscriber for people that don't know. And I only have one chess.com game review because I'm only paying for the lowest tier. And so they were like, "Oh, use this other site to review your game." It was a cool site, but like I was wondering if the code protected against SQL injection, which I don't know SQL, not really, but I was dicking around with it, And on the chat, people were like, dude, you're doing SQL injection, which is funny because you'd only know it if you knew about it, right? Yeah. All right, so what is the right move here? I can get the king out of the way. This happens. Queen is guarding the square, so she doesn't really have to move down there. Getting the king out of the way, I don't know how great it is because his king is guarding these squares, right? I'm just thinking of a more active square for the queen. Maybe here, and then getting the king over to cause this to happen. There's also a1, it checks, it guards the square too. Maybe he moves there or something. Then blah checks. I don't know. Let's try this first and see what it thinks. Yeah, it doesn't like that at all. Well, SQC, you're completely right, except I have 6.8 seconds to make a decision. This was definitely one of those. I pre-moved the ever-loving God out of this endgame, and somehow didn't blow it. Oh, I know what it was. There was one of the the weird moves that I made earlier. Granted, I made like several blunders. Um, but one of the weird moves I made was an accidental pre-move because I was like, "Oh God, what happened?" Who cares? The board is so open. I actually have this book. Uh, what's it called? It's like 100 in-game games everyone should know by Jesus. I need to pick it up again. It's a Jesus de la Villa. This guy. And I am currently on the section, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I'd actually changed. But I was looking at the Queen King endings. Okay. See, mods only Discord link. Alright, let me try this puzzle of a thing really quick, and then I gotta go to bed. My birthday's tomorrow. Okay. Let's see. I mean, it's times like these I just start seeing what the computer has to say, and that's not the way to play chess. What did I do? I did h1. I came all the way down here to try to corner off the king. What is the proper-ish move? Maybe here. Still guards this square, and he can't push. Something like this can happen. I was afraid to get to allow his king close for some sort of shenanigan. What is PFP? Oh, profile pic. Oh, do you mean which one? I have many profile pics. Oh, you mean here on chess.com. Whatever do you mean? SQC. Oh, on Discord. Do I have an inappropriate pic on Discord? I don't even know what my profile pic is. Oh, it's like a fairy. It's a nymph, a water nymph. You think that's inappropriate? I think the artwork is cool. And I'm into like tabletop role playing games. I made one called Dreadlore. This is the here's the book. Oh god. Fuck. See? I wrote this book. Hi, look at this book. It's a big bunch of fantasy stuff. So I'm really into that kind of stuff. Okay. I'm thinking getting the king in. Holy shit. So it says that's a solid choice. Alright, I want to know what the best move is. So just moving the king over. Fine. He makes blunder. I take. This is 6 seconds. And at this point, when he blocked his king off, I was like, holy shit. I think I can actually pre-move this. And I did. Not saying it was 100%, but it did work. Ooh, could I have just gone there? I did not see it. So it's the only move. E6, and it's, yeah, it's all over. Well, I didn't see this move here. Instead, I came around this way, and we did this. And this was all pre-moved. Yeah, I fucked up some pre-moves. I couldn't remember, like, where the pre-move was, so it didn't matter. Yeah, so I won with just a few